Hello and welcome to my creative space. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Welcome to another DIY video. If you're not already, I would love for you to subscribe and join this creative squad. In today's video, I have some neutral fall DIYs. I can't wait to share, so let's get started. For this project, I'm going to be using 2 wooden planks. Most of this is from Dollar Tree. This one, it is from Dollar Tree from that section of Five and Below. I'm also going to use the pack of 3 brown pumpkins. These other ones are actually from Walmart. I bought them last year. And then I'm going to use 2 candle holders, some floral foam, and of course some greenery. I will be using 2 bunches of these eucalyptus I picked up from Dollar Tree, as well as these cute white flowers and these bigger flowers. And I will also be using the antique wax from Waverly. Now, first things first, I will be taking the 2 wooden planks. I will hot glue them together. Of course, this is not strong enough, so this is just the beginning of the process. I will add some hot glue, glue them together, and then I have these other 2 smaller pieces of wood. You could use some tumbling blocks. This is what I had on hand, so that's what I'm using. I will glue them down, and even though, you would think that's secure enough, I am still going to add some staples. Okay, here is what it looks like. Don't worry, it looks ugly, but we'll fix it here in a little bit. And then I'm going to take my Waverly antique wax and I will stain my wooden pieces. Now, this doesn't have to be stained. You could leave it as is, or you can even, paint it a different color. I like my wood colors, so I am going to stain mine. I will do the top. I will say I do give the top 2 coats and then on the sides as well. And then just make sure that everything's covered up. I thought I wanted to do the back, but it was kind of rough. And I was like, you know what? I'll leave it alone because it was, I don't know. The wood was rough on the back and it was not staining. And then here is what it looks like right now once it's dried. Now I am going to take my floral foam and excuse this huge thing. This is the only thing I found to cut it and be done at once. So I cut this floral foam in 3 pieces and I am going to pick 2 of those. Now I am going to grab my wooden piece and I will sit those on top and I will push them forward a little bit. And then with my hand, I'm going to push it down so it can create a mark on it. And that way we know exactly where we need to cut. Now, keep in mind, if you cut these ones really thin, it might break. Mine didn't, but just keep that in mind. So here is, I grab my scissors. It's really easy to do. Just cut it and there you have it. Now you just put it back on there and it fits perfect. Yay. Now I will do the other one off camera as you can see. Now I am going to grab my candle holders and I will go ahead and place them on there to see exactly where they need to be. And then my pumpkin. The pumpkin can be any color, honestly. I just wanted to do some neutral color, so that's why I decided to go with that one. And then I am going to hot glue the floral foam down. I just wanted to make sure everything looked good before I went ahead and glued that floral foam down. Okay, now I put those back in the pumpkin and I just kind of play around with it and see exactly how I want it to sit. And then I'm just going to add hot glue. Again, the pumpkin can be any color. You can even use the foam ones that Dollar Tree has and painted. I wanted this one because it's a little bit bigger. Okay, now it's time to cut our floral foam. And I'm not a floral foam, I'm sorry. Our florals. And I cut these ones in different sizes. Some of them are going to be longer than others. You pick your greenery, you do whatever you want. I need this ones to sit a little bit lower, so I cut them pretty shortly. And then I'll cut all my flowers separately again, and also the other smaller white flowers. I wanted to go for neutrals this time, so this is why I choose this color palette, but you feel free to pick any flowers you want. Now, I forgot to purchase some more reindeer moss, and so this is what we have. So we're gonna make it last, and it's gonna be totally fine, I promise. So I mixed a few pieces I had of this other one, the Spanish moss. Or is that the reindeer moss? I don't remember which one is which, but I put that one down first and kind of cover the top. And, I had to like spread it and make sure that, kind of cover most of it. And then I used the other moss to glue on the sides. And this is so it can cover more of the floral foam, because the top I'm not too worried about because it will have flowers and stuff. But I was more worried about the sides. And so I kind of glue it on there carefully. But you will also need some of that, just one package should be good for this. And then I'm just gonna grab my candle holders and push them down exactly where we had created the holes already. And now it's just a matter of adding your greenery. I'm gonna start with the eucalyptus just so I can see where everything's gonna go, and we will move from there. And while we watch this happen, have you started decorating for fall? I just put my wreath outside on my porch, the orange one I created on my last video, and I'm so excited. I have a new video coming next week, and it's going to be actually Halloween theme. And let me tell you, it's going to be my first Halloween video, and I'm so excited because I never decorate for Halloween, but actually it was a request of my daughter. My daughter's 8 years old. Her name is Ashlyn, and she's so excited about Halloween, and she was like, can we please decorate? And I was like, yes, let's do it. Me and you, we can go broke because we always want to do everything. But anyway, I'm so excited because I have some ideas, and I will have Halloween themed stuff coming out on my next video. So stay tuned for that, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, as you can see, I went ahead and added the bigger flowers. And then I thought I was recording, I apologize, but I didn't record the part where I added the smaller flowers. But just grab your florals and just put them wherever you think they look best. And yeah, just whatever you like. And then I just grabbed some skewers and cut them smaller to use those to stick into my pumpkins so they sit a little bit higher. And as you can see, I'm just playing around with them. I'm going to put 3 on each side, and I only have 3 brown ones and 3 white ones. So on one side is going to have 2 white and 1 brown, and the other one's gonna have 2 brown and 1 white. I'm totally okay with it, but you feel free to arrange your pumpkins however you want. And all I have to say is I love how this project turned out. It's exactly what I envisioned. I am so happy. Let me know what you think down below. Do you like this one? Do you like your neutrals? Are you going for more orange? Are you going more spooky? I would love to know. Now all that's left is to add our candles, and we are done. Now let's take a look at the end result. Hello creative squad, don't forget to comment down below and subscribe to my channel if you're not already, because I have new videos every week and you don't want to miss them. I know you're here for some more DIY, so let's jump into the next one. For this project, I will be using this $3 pumpkin from Dollar Tree from that section above and below. I'm also going to use the classic orange pumpkin from Dollar Tree. I show you this eucalyptus greenery. I do not end up using it. I go for more neutrals, so I'm gonna pull different flowers and greenery that I have laying around. I have these pampas that my husband got me last year, so I'm gonna use those. And then this candle pillar, you can use any candle pillar. That one has seen better days. You can also use the Dollar Tree ones and just glue 2 of them together for more height. And then I'm gonna use some black, white paint, and brown. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is take the candle pillar and this black spray paint. This was like a last minute decision. This candle holder has silver parts on it, and I didn't think the chalk paint was going to do the job, so I just decided to spray paint it first. And I didn't like that spray paint because it's kind of shiny, so then I go in with my chalk paint and cover this completely on chalk paint, and I just give it 1 coat, make sure everything's covered up, and then we're good. We're going to let it dry and we'll move on to the next step. The next step is grabbing our pumpkins. I'm going to start with this green one. Now, I would have grabbed a white one. They just didn't have one, so I'm gonna paint mine, but you feel free to leave it as is. Now the orange one, it's a really ugly orange, so we're gonna change that completely. I'll start with the green one. I will give it a good coat of white paint. Again, this might be an extra step. If you already have a white pumpkin, then you don't have to do this, but I didn't, so I'm gonna paint it. I will say I love this chalk paint because I only had to give it 1 coat and we were done. I was expecting to do 2-3 coats because this green color is, kind of loud, and I didn't have to do that, and I was so excited. So I just gave this pumpkin 1 very good coat, make sure everything's covered up, and then we're gonna let it dry. As you can see, I did put it on this skewer stick so I could hold it and be able to turn it where I needed to turn it. And I'm gonna grab some floral foam and kind of just stick it on there and let it dry so it doesn't touch nothing. Now for the next color, I want to keep it neutral, so I'm gonna use the leftover white paint I have, and I'm just gonna add a bunch of this brown paint, and it's going to create this lighter lighter orangey color, like more like a creamy color. I didn't have anything like that, so I had to do the extra step. So whatever color you're going for, just paint that orange, or I guess that orange pumpkin, and change it to whatever color you want. I only had to give it one good coat and I was happy. And let me say, I love this color. I love how this color turned out. It's that creamy. It looks like coffee to me. I love it. And then once it's completely covered, we're going to do the exact same thing. Stick it on that foam piece and we're going to let it dry. Now, once the candles are dried in our candle holder, we are going to put these pieces together. I will start with the white pumpkin and then we're going to put the other one on top. We're going to create kind of like a topiary. I think that's what it's called. I will use hot glue to support my pumpkins. These are not heavy at all, so they'll be totally fine. I'm going to start with the white one at the bottom and I will try to put it in the center and then kind of just push it down to make sure it's glued down completely. The next step is to grab our smaller pumpkin and we are going to steal the stem from that bigger one and put it on this one because it's way prettier than the one that Dollar Tree has on them. So I love that. And then I know you can see, but I will arrange my camera so you can see everything I'm going to do. And then I'm going to add some hot glue to that white one and then we're going to sit that brown one right on top. And here I had arranged my camera already, so you're going to be able to see everything I'm doing. I will take this maple leaves from Dollar Tree. These are actually from last year. I've been looking for the ones that they came out with this year and I have not found them. I went to like 4 or 5 Dollar Trees and they don't have them. They only have the orange ones. And I'm like, give me the white ones. But anyway, I was so excited that I saved these ones from last year. I only had like a few, like literally the ones I used for this project are the only ones I had left because I was mad and annoyed last year picking up all this stuff. And I was like, I just threw them away. And I was like, why did you do that? But anyway, we'll be fine. And at this time, honestly, I gave up trying to find them because I just haven't. But anyway, going back to this, as you can see, I added a bunch of the white flowers. These are actually from this year. And then I just added random neutral pieces that I had from greenery from last year and just have fun. I decided to drip it down on one side. So I added the flower right there on the side. I added some leaves and then I had this other flower. So I'm going to set it on top to give it that little something that is going to make it look prettier according to me. And then I had this pampas grass that my husband got for me last year. He actually cut it from somebody's house and he brought it to me and I was dying to use it. And it honestly doesn't go with my decor, but I was like, it's perfect for this project. So I just cut them in smaller pieces and put some on top, some around it. And I absolutely love this project. That is all for this project. It was a really easy, but I think it turned out beautiful. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm gonna stop talking. Let me show you the end result. Creative Squad, thank you so much for watching. I hope you love these projects as much as I do. Don't forget to comment down below your favorite DIY and don't forget to subscribe before you leave because I promise you I have new DIYs coming every week. I hope you love this. If you need more inspo, then click on one of these videos. I will see you on my next DIY. Bye!